Hello and welcome to Conestoga College Digital TV broadcast of the Under-23 Canadian Fastball Champions taking place right here at Holman Ball Yards in Kitchener, Ontario. At this time we've got one out. The leadoff batter, Doug Howell, he grounded out to the second baseman. Your second batter is Jason Will. And this is for the Shallow Lake team. In the field, we have the Monroe team from Newfoundland. And he draws a walk.
Kind of a Bruce Peninsula, Eastern Canada matchup today. Shallow Lake sitting just on the south end of the Bruce Peninsula. And it's going to be a hot one today, Ron.
Yep, batting for the Shallow Lake team, we got the first baseman, Ben Redmond. Just a little low on that one. See if they put a play on here. That's 1-1.
Patrick Costigan there, number 12, playing on the infield for the Murno Mariners. And that ball was just a bit outside.
That's an old line. And it's a high fly ball.
Deep left center.
It's a long out. And he advances to second. So that's Redmond advancing to second.
It's a nice little run there waiting on the tag up.
Now batting Aiden Christie. And he's playing third base. Low on that one. And time's called. Need to make up their mind on this one, folks.
As I said earlier, it's supposed to be a hot one today. High 20s. And with the humidity into the mid-30s. The chance of thunderstorms later on this afternoon around 2 o'clock. So I'm sure we'll get this game in, but the afternoon games might get a little more dicey.
Pitcher's having a little trouble finding that strike zone.
They really take a good hop. I'm relatively new to this. I watched a couple of games last week at the Peter Hallman tournament, and I was actually really surprised at watching the speed of these pitches come through underhand. Not something I've seen before.
And he's out. That was a 4 up, 3 down, nothing across. No runs, no hits, or no 1 hit, no errors. Or base on balls. Sorry, folks. Just catching up on my scorekeeping here. While you're watching the game, we have lots of interesting sponsors for the game. One of them is Village Carter, for example, the Lions Club of Kitchener. Make sure you take care and visit Ace Home and Garden in Mitchell, Exeter, or Arthur. Another sponsor is Easton Sports. So that was kind of an interesting first inning. What do you think there, partner?
Went kind of quickly, started a little slow, but that's to be expected in a tournament like this with the first few games. Pitchers and catchers kind of getting their signals in order, and players getting used to the field and getting used to the feel of the ball. And I'm sure that will continue to improve as the day goes on.
Can you get me the Monroe team? Pitching for Shallow Lake is number 1, Doug Howell. Jason Will. He's playing center field. Ben Redmond, first base. Aiden Christie, third base. Rob Martin, left field. Sorry, Brad Parker, the designated player. Jack Kibble, playing second base. Blake Brubaker, he's the shortstop. And the catcher is Leonard. Oh, can't read that name. I can't read my own writing, folks. Glendon.
I'll find it for you there. The pitcher's done his warm-up. The catcher's coming back behind home plate. And we'll get started with the home half of this first inning here.
For Monroe, center fielder, number 8, Corbett.
That is well struck, and it falls fair and slides into second base. Well done. Left fielder looked like he had that momentarily. Sorry, right fielder looked like he had that momentarily, but it dropped in front of him. And that is a slide-in double.
The catcher, Adrian Green. Swinging. 1-1.
Kitcher held him at second there. Looked like he might.
There is, but That's 2 balls. Whoa, change up there. Try to get him to swing at that one. That's 3.
It's great to hear those guys down in the dugouts, yelling, screaming, cheering for each other. I'm a big proponent of anything that gets anyone under the age of 25 out of the house and off a screen. And these guys are certainly doing their part. It's nice to see the camaraderie.
Number 23, Ryan Mahar. He's playing shortstop today for Monroe.
I always wondered, is the same distance between first and second and third, Ron?
Exactly. Yep.
Why would they put a shortstop in between second and third then?
Well, oh, to third. And that's a 5-3.
Just punched a one-hopper down the third base line. Taken well by the third baseman.
Now we have the designated player coming up. Mitch Whalen, sorry. I'll get used to these names yet. Number 2, he's the designated player. 2 on, 2 out, 1 on, second base. And that's a strike. Pick the lower corner on that one.
It's an interesting delivery on these pitchers. A little bit of a hop and a step and a spin and a throw.
Whoa, that was close.
Again, they must be up in the 70, 80 mile an hour range. Would you assume there, some of these guys?
Could be close. Come. I'll tell you an interesting stat in a minute. Oh, that was a strike. Nice pitch.
Didn't look like it came full speed there.
No, off speed. Off speed right down the middle, fooled the batter. Oh, now they're going to talk about it. And he got him. That's 2 strikeouts. 1 hit, 1 left on. Well, you're asking about the speed. And the interesting part is if you talk about Major League Baseball, so you've got guys throwing 100-mile-an-hour fastball. It's not necessarily the speed, it's how fast the ball gets to home plate. And some of these, the best lady pitchers throw as fast or get the ball to home plate as fast as men's baseball, and the men are even a little quicker.
Given the shortness of the distance between the mound.
So when you're standing there like 40 feet away or whatever the distance is, I don't remember, it's been too long, but it just gets to home a lot quicker.
That makes a lot of sense. And when they're coming off that mound there, they're taking such a windup, and their first move is almost a slide, right? So they're at that's the start of the circle almost before they take their first step. So that distance, which is already relatively short, is even shortened that much more by that.
Exactly.
By that slide, yeah.
The interesting thing is, I'm not even sure the rules have changed a little bit over the years. It used to be that you had to drag that last foot rather than being able to hop. And yeah, these guys are they just zip that ball right in there. Coming up for Shallow Lake will be Reese Martin, Brad Brubaker, and Jack Kibble. Reese Martin, he's playing left field. Haverstyle's a tidy little ball game.
At the top of the second, just about to get underway.
And that's strike one.
He took a big swing at that one. This is Reese Martin.
A little inside on that one. 1-1.
You know, speaking of distances between 2 points, this team here from Newfoundland, St. John's is actually closer to the coast of Ireland than it is to Winnipeg.
That's ball two.
You wouldn't think that's the case. It seems kind of illogical, but it is. About 3,300 kilometers, I think.
Ooh.
The catcher's really trying to frame those. And that got some jeers from the crowd.
It's okay.
Another hard cut.
Struck out swinging. Coming up, Brad Barker, the designated player.
Had some difficulty with that. I was trying to score last week at the Hallman tournament, and I kept reading out the 10th players on the list, not realizing, of course, they're not actually in the rotation.
Oh, back to the pitcher, and he's out, 1-3.
And they play a little throw around catch. We got two out in the top of the second.
And Jack Kibble coming up to bat. He's playing second base. Looks like the pitcher's finding his groove a bit. And another strikeout swinging.
And that makes three.
And no hits, nothing across, no errors. Just a reminder, some of our sponsors: Hallman Construction, MTE Consultants, Expressway Ford up in New Hamburg, providing vehicles for the umpires today, the Skelton family, and of course, your broadcaster, Conestoga College. Oh, this game is moving right along.
We had a little bit of a slow start last week. I think the first game I worked, I think it might have lasted 2.5 hours.
Good way.
It took us a long time to get through the first 3 or 4 innings, and everybody kind of got their bearings and settled down. And the game picked up from there, but the games that followed were much, much quicker. And to be honest, last week we had some beautiful weather here.
So batting will be Lyndon Power. He's playing third base today.
Town of Shallow Lake actually has a population of about 600, but as I found, lots of these guys are from surrounding areas and these local townships. And again, we've got 3 teams from Ontario and 1 from Saskatchewan and 1 from, of course, here, Murno, Newfoundland.
And foul out of play.
Oh, I forgot to mention, too, a team from Nova Scotia. The Nova Scotia Selects are here as well.
Oh, did he go? Nope. That was a close. And a single up the middle.
Solid contact handled by the center fielder and into second base. Rolled that one through the infield.
Now batting, left fielder number 77, Matt King.
Batter, Matt King. Nope. Out of play. Tried to sacrifice, moved the runner over. Outside. Foul ball.
He reached for that one and just kind of pulled it outside the first base line there. Almost like he tried to check it.
Oh, I find this distracting, actually. Another solid single up the middle. Advances the runner. Men on first and second.
Right through the pitcher's legs there.
Patrick Costigan now batting, number 14.
And that's two close calls for Drayden Howell, the pitcher for the Sting.
Oops. I think we got our backwards. Looks like we got our lineup a little backwards. This is number 12.
Patrick Costigan, infielder.
Oh.
Again, another little attempt to kind of advance runners and get them into scoring position a little better with a bunt. It didn't go.
Another one.
Just trying to stick the bat out there and make a little bit of contact. And again, the first baseman, third baseman, and pitcher retreat to their spots.
And once more. Whoa! And oh, almost a double play. Pops it to the third baseman.
Short little run. Had a good eye there. Third baseman looking down the runners.
The batter, Josh Kennedy, playing second base. Oh, through the changeup. Tapped or foul. Earl Austin on deck. Okay, got him looking. The right fielder, Earl Austin.
Two away quickly here in the bottom of the second.
Still have runners on first and second. Are they going to get him home? What do you think?
I think he's going to pop one over the pitcher again.
A little low.
Howell's going to be ducking and dodging and jumping all day. They seem to be taking half swings an awful lot here. I don't see a lot of full cuts here. A little small ball, just advancing runners and getting them around the bases.
Whoa.
And as I say that, he takes a run at it.
Jinxed him. He liked that high one. I think it was a little out of the strike zone as well. It's hard to tell from this angle. Whoa. High fast, low inside. High fast one and then change low. Trying to change the eye line of the batter. What next? Oh, stayed low, this time with a fast.
Great venue here, the Peter Hallman Ball Yard. Premier event location for these tournaments, I guess.
Yeah, over the years, we've had the Canadian Nationals, the World Championships. Lots of big events. Oh, lost him.
Speaking to a fellow yesterday who mentioned that it was last year or 2 years ago, they got a little rained out here. Some of the fields flooded. They had a little bit of a sticky time with a tournament going on. But despite the clouds, everything looks like it's in great shape today.
Yep. All right. Batting number 94, Mark Corbett. He's the center fielder for the Mariners. Pitcher's trying to have a little trouble trying to find that strike zone. Whoa!
And another cut, and the runners stay where they are. Again, bases loaded here at the bottom of the second.
I don't think you want to try to get home on that one. Came right back to the catcher.
No. It'd be a heck of a play. Just something over the second baseman's head, he's thinking to himself right now. There's a nice big hole out there. Center fielder's playing into right field. Which is kind of odd with a lefty.
Yep.
I don't.
Maybe they figure he's going to hit
pushing
the
them.
opposite
Yeah,
field.
they've been pushing. Like I said, I don't think they've been taking a lot of full cuts, right? I think they've just tried to advance base runners, get guys on. Small ball.
Big gap between right and center. Oh, that's out of play.
Yeah, that's way back up over the cage.
Somebody's going to have to throw that ball back.
Yeah, somebody from Cambridge.
All righty, 2 strikes on the batter.
Howell trying to get out of a jam here.
Oh, foul tip. Stays alive. Just got a piece of that one.
It's been a long at bat, and I know these guys, they're young, but those arms still get tired from the rotation and the spin.
Another one.
I think that's got to be 8 or 9 pitches.
It does. It's interesting to me, over the years you're watching fastball, and the ball always comes back, no matter if it's hits the fence, whatever. Baseball, as soon as it touches something, new ball.
Yeah. Wouldn't want to scuff.
A little outside on that one.
And that's the thing about relatively amateur sports, right? Out here for the love of it, and you don't care what the ball looks like. You don't care what the glove looks like. You're out here to play and have fun, and that's what these guys are doing.
Oh, to the shortstop.
That's an unfortunate bobble. I think he might have got him. Yeah,
He got him at home.
It's an unfortunate bobble by the shortstop running in towards first base to make that play and getting it out of his glove. He kind of fumbled it a little bit. Didn't make the throw, but did make the throw home. I believe.
He,
The third baseman must have scored.
yeah, the guy on third was scored, right? All right. So
I believe the third
1-0
baseman scored.
game.
Yeah, I don't see it marked on the big board.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
But I
was
believe,
busy watching
yeah,
the play, just
yeah,
like you, man.
yeah. The third baseman, yeah, there it is. Now it's marked. That
So
was
we
for
got to
sure.
run in on 2 hits.
Yeah, I was watching the bobble and I was looking to see, and by the time that happened, the runner on third had crossed home, and
Yeah, it almost looks like a sure out end of inning, right?
I could tell you,
Slight bobble and away you go. That's the thing with these games. It just takes one little boo-boo there.
yeah,
I guess that was an error on the shortstop, so it would be a run, 2 hits, and an error.
yeah.
I don't know. If that's
Hasn't
my
marked the error
scoring,
yet.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
he hasn't marked the error yet, but I know Ken's working down there, and Mary. They're trying to do 3, 4, 5 things at one time down there.
Exactly. Join
And
the
it's-
club, right?
Right. It's a crazy, crazy little gig. And hats off, by the way, as we mentioned, sponsors and the lovely facilities here in Conestoga College. A big shout out needs to go to all the volunteers who are putting their time and effort into various and sundry tasks around the ball yard for this tournament, as well as for all of the events that go on here, but specifically here for this tournament. Big shout out to all of the volunteers doing a great job helping to make events like this run smoothly, yourself included.
And you, my friend. All right, we've got Blake Brubaker, number 23. He's playing shortstop today. He'll be leading off the 3rd inning.
Leading off the top of the third for Shadow Lake. Shortstop number 23, Brubaker.
Did they mark the error? Did you see?
No error yet, nope.
No error. That was a nice pitch. Hard outside corner. Tapper to the third baseman and on to first. He's out. 5-1.
And the Mariners have they've done the same thing 3 or 4 or 5 times now with those outs. The throw around seem to go to the same guys in the same order. And I guess that's all part and parcel of being a team, right?
The batter is Landon Hartley.
I'm not sure if you know, this is obviously the under 23. And I'm not sure what the age range for these guys would be. If they are younger, would they fall into a different age category? Or if they were really good, would they be playing up here with these guys if they were, say, 17, 18 and could qualify for a younger age group? Is that how this kind of works?
Just get to that in a minute. Landon is catching for this game. When I got some of the teams, the records of some of the teams, a number of the players do play at a higher level. Under 23, I guess, is any level, but I think there's a few 19 and 20-year-olds playing in this tournament. But I know there's a couple of the Ontario players play for like Hill United and some of those teams, which are probably the preeminent teams. And that's
A big cut for the third strike.
And now we go back to the top of the order. Doug Howell.
I was looking at one of those teams' rosters and some of the information there. I mean, they've got 4 or 5 guys. I can't remember which team it was. 4 or 5 guys they're going to age out this year, and that's got to be motivation.
That's a strike. Nice pitch right on the corner. Doug grounded out 4-3 last time at bat. He didn't reach for that one.
No, and he certainly is. Throw them to the outside.
Just interesting looking at the defense or playing these hitters to hit to the opposite field.
Caught that one on the inside and just off the skinny end.
It'd be interesting watching Major League Baseball. They got all kinds of tape on their players, opponents, and all that kind of stuff. I wonder how much scouting goes on with these guys.
Well, they're separated by such distance. Like, I can't imagine. I'm not even sure how the rules apply to who qualifies for a Canadian championship like this. Just looking at the dispersion of the teams that are here, how that even all works. I mean, they can't possibly play each other to determine seedings and stuff. So,
well, each province would send to have a play down in their province. What's interesting to me is another kid.
If you look at the dispersion of these teams, like I said, we've got one from Saskatchewan, we've got one from Nova Scotia, one from Newfoundland, and then 4 from Ontario, Tavistock being the host. But 2 of those teams, Tavistock and I think Haywood Corners, are from the same township, generally speaking. And then we've got Shallow Lake and one of these other teams here that are from the Bruce Peninsula area as well. So even though we've got 4 Ontario teams, they're representing essentially 2 townships in Ontario.
Kitchener-Waterloo is hosting this thing. They used to be a real hotbed of fastball. They're at one time, and I suspect that COVID had something to do with it. The tournaments used to be one from every province, so they qualify from the province, usually, so you have a province and a host team. But it looks like there's a lot of teams or a lot of provinces that lost a little bit of their fastball impetus.
Yeah, Tavistock, Harwood, and Wyerton, all from the same general region, Shallow Lake, as I said, up through the Bruce Peninsula. But I guess that makes sense provincially. I think it'll make a comeback here. I mean, you can't have facilities like there are here and not have teams. It doesn't make sense. And I think there'll be a push to get softball up and running here on multiple levels. And we're into the bottom half of the 3rd inning here.
It's out of play. Batter is the catcher. Adrian Green has 1 strike. hits a single. Beats what he did last time. He's
Nice poke between the second baseman and the first baseman there. And the right fielder playing it into second.
the batter, Ryan Mahar. He's playing shortstop today, number 23.
Number 23, Ryan Mahar.
He grounded out 5-3 last at bat.
And we'll see if they start taking bigger cuts at these balls or if they continue with what looks like runner advancement.
Guess we'll see if he tries to lay one down to move the runner over. Haven't seen too many hit and run plays.
No.
One of the coaches that we played against years ago, he just loved to hit and run.
Yeah, short through the infield. I mean, move runners and hope for a mistake, you know.
Ooh.
That looked like a good pitch.
On deck is the designated player, Mitch Whalen. That's a fly ball.
And that's deep left. Deep left.
And it's out to the left fielder. It advances the runner. Runner moves up a base on the sac fly.
Takes some time to dust himself off there. And now we've got another threat on second base.
Mitch Whalen is the designated player. That's strike one. Getting the signal from the third base coach. What are we doing now, folks? Oh, conference.
Take a moment out here to recognize Carlos Avila, Dave Thompson, Jeff Vanzella, Troy Schwartz, Martin Robitaille, Corey Barrett, Dave Jackson, all working the bags this evening and behind home plate. The umpires here today.
Oh. Mitch steps back, now steps in. Are we ready to go? Ooh, alone inside. Trying to get him to pull the ball.
We got a few fans. Sorry, we got a few fans.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ron.
That's all right.
Oh, we got a few fans sitting outside the fence here. Maybe hoping to grab a scuffed up softball.
Oh. Single past the shortstop. Scores the runner, an RBI.
And another ball through the infield, rolling. It's a heck of a dive there. Just didn't quite stretch far enough to grab that.
The batter, Lyndon Power, playing third base.
Number 73, Lyndon Power.
One out, one on. Oh, these are the wonderful things. Batters just love scuffing up those lines around home base.
Probably much more than the grounds crews love repainting them. They got a pretty slick system out here, though, watching them between games, as I did, getting it cleared through.
Oh, that's a big hit.
And that is gone. That is gone. Right down the third baseline, over the fence, and likely somewhere in Cambridge. Yeah, I'd left just inside the third baseline, and it was a no doubt. It looked like the outfielder kind of recognized how high it was over his head and just kind of let it go. And that scores 2 more runs.
Now at bat, the left fielder number 77, Matt King.
Murno certainly has put a lot of men on bases today so far.
Change up, low and outside. The batter, Matt King. Matt's playing left field today. And another single up the middle.
They've been carbon copies of each other, those infield bouncers through the middle. There've been 3 or 4 of those today so far. And that one long 2-run shot.
The batter, Pat Kostigan. He popped out to the third baseman last time up. That change up fooled him.
Looks like Shallow Lake's got a player out there starting to stretch out the arm, number 17, Jack Miles.
He tried. Number 14, Josh Kennedy's on deck. And he's caught him swinging. With 2 out, it's Josh Kennedy playing second base.
The batter will be the second baseman, number 14, Josh Kennedy.
And a runner on first base, I'm sure, will be going on contact here. And again, a lot of pitches for Howell. And there's a bobble. Catcher's throw into a gap at second base. And the runner from first has advanced to third now. And Howell still working.
He advances on the error. No, I'm good. Stolen base, advances to third on the error. Little fake bunt on the last one, kind of did its purpose. And he's out of there.
And that'll do it, but it was a costly inning. A couple of runs and another long set of pitches for Drayton Howell. So we'll see what happens in the next inning with Jack Miles warming up that arm. Maybe we see a new pitcher, perhaps, in the fourth.
Just as a reminder, you're watching live on Conestoga College Digital Television, right here from Kitchener, Ontario. Our sponsors, Hallman Construction, Village Caterer, Lions Club of Kitchener, McCarter Greenspan Lawyers, and MTE Consultants.
If you think umpiring softball would be fun, you're right. Not only does umpiring offer fantastic, but umpires have the best rule to keep, guaranteed. Visit www.softball.ca or contact your provincial or territorial association to learn more about becoming an umpire. Leading off the top of the fourth for Shallow Lake will be the center fielder, number 27, Jackson Will.
The batter for Shallow Lake Sting, say that real time, fast reel 3 times. Jason Will, number 27. Jason's playing center field today. He walked last time at bat.
I'm seeing some blue sky for the first time today. That's a positive sign. And another high pitch for ball 2.
On deck, the first baseman, Ben Redmond. That was a close baseman. Pitcher doesn't look too happy with that call.
And I guess as long as it's consistent both ways.
You got that right.
Of course, it is a little tough to see up here with the angle. I mean, everything kind of looks like it could be over the plate from here.
Oh, he got caught looking on that one. I thought that was
a little bit of a bat toss, maybe a little bit of frustration in the dugout.
the batter, Ben Redmond, number 12, the first baseman. Last at bat, he hit a sacrifice fly to left field, moving Jason over one.
Well played by the shortstop there. Took it on the hop, fired it over to first base for an out.
6-3, as you said, that was a great play. He just had to keep running, and it's hard to do that, make a good throw at the same time.
Yeah. Blake Brubaker, the shortstop with that.
The batter, Aiden Christie, playing third base.
Oh, well, my mistake. Ryan Maher. Sorry, Ryan Maher, the shortstop there with that play.
Aiden struck out in his last at bat. Probably hoping to do a little better this time. I've seen the pitcher once, hopefully. Or they're hoping anyway. He's staying outside. Like we've been saying all game, they're trying to play him to the opposite field. You pitch these guys outside, and so they can't pull the ball.
Which to me seems counterproductive. I mean, the biggest part of that barrel is on the outside of the plate to me, and I don't know, it's counterintuitive.
It depends on the speed of the swing. Pitcher loses a little speed, and they may adjust their outfield, or they bring in a new pitcher. Staying outside.
And with no hits yet so far, through the top of the fourth, looking to get something going in a hurry here.
And that's a base on balls for Mr. Christie. The batter, Reese Martin. Reese is playing left field.
I'm not sure, is that that's got to be the
And
most of the second base runner today for Shallow Lake.
Yeah,
They haven't had too many.
there's a base on balls. That's it.
Yeah.
Reese struck out his last at bat. That was close.
He came inside on that.
Oh, he went high that one. He's been pitching low most of the game, and then he throws the occasional high one. That'll fool about it.
Yeah, 1-on-1 with 2 out. Runner looking to go here.
And it's to the shortstop, on to 1. It's another 6-3. 4 runs, nothing across. 1 batter left on a base on balls.
And again, it's going to get a little frustrating for the Sting here, getting guys into position and getting them home run. It just doesn't. They're having trouble getting that groove. They're having trouble moving guys.
We'd like to thank the following sponsors for their generous support once again. Holland Construction, Village Caterer,
And Drayton Howell does come out.
We're kind of wondering.
NTE Consultants.
He's going to face the bottom of the order, see what happens.
Mitchell, Exeter, and Arthur. Eastern Sports. Expressway for.
I guess there are some fairly liberal rules with regards to substitutions and players temporarily out and back in and so on and so forth to allow for the greatest amount of opportunity to move guys around and get guys in the game here. The score is currently 4-0 for Murno. And so I say again, the Sting are looking to get through this inning and have a little bit of a reset through the 5th, 6th, and 7th and get some runs on the board.
So the batter, number 44, Austin Earl, playing right field. Last time he had a base on balls. Takes the first one upstairs. That's in there for a strike. Went to the drop. Oh, fooled him on the changeup there.
You know, we were just talking about the fielders, and the center fielder seems off to the left, and now it just occurs to me as I watch some of the flags around here, we do have a kind of a prevailing wind coming in from right to left, so maybe that's why the fielders are kind of shifted a little bit today.
That would certainly have a bearing. And this is the way they've been hitting the ball, just hitting singles up the middle.
Yep, right through the infield again. And there doesn't seem to be anything that the Sting can do to.
Back to the top of the order, number 94, Mark Corbett.
The center fielder, number 94, Mark Corbett.
Mark hit a double his first at bat. Then he
Looks like we got the coach coming out to have a little chat. And it looks like Howell will be done for the day. And in comes number 17, Jack Miles. See if he can't get them out of another man on base here for Murno. Take a few warm-up pitches and we'll get back underway to finish off the 4th.
haven't heard the announcement. sometimes what will happen is Howell's also their leadoff batter, so he may still stay in as a leadoff batter, and Jack Couch might come in, or Johnny Couch might come in as a hitter. But we've not heard the announcement. It's one trouble with being up here.
Yeah, I do see the umpire, though, with his papers in hand, and I did see him walk over to the scores table, so.
Now pitching for
We'll just have to keep an eye on it next
17,
inning.
Jack
The
White.
announcements don't go through from here. You could tell the scorekeeper, obviously.
Come on, Marky, what do you say? Go banging at it, baby. Come on, good. Good. Hey, Marky, get a boy. Come on, Marky, hands. Hey, get inside here. Let's go. Hey, Jimmy, here, what's up? Hey, Marco. Hey, Marco. Come on, leader, and a boy. Hey, Marky, go, baby. Come on, Marky. Hey, come on, you. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, you Jack Wild.
One on Aiden. Aiden Green, catcher.
Hey, come on, you. Go on. Hey, Marky. Hey, Marky. Come, Marky. Hey, let's go bang it. Hey, let's go bang it.
Oops, sorry, I skipped one. Center fielder Mark Corbett. And he advances on the pass ball.
Hey, Sarah, let's go. Hey, let's go bang it now. We're up, boy. Hi, Marky. Hey, what's up, baby? Hi, Marky. Hey, come, Marky, and a boy. Hey, don't score. Hey, don't score.
And a wild pitch, advancing him to third.
And again, Shallow Lake at risk of giving up another run here with no one out. That was a good strike.
Whoa. He hits the gap. And that's a triple for Mark Corbett.
Nice,
An RBI.
nice hit into left center field. And some jets
Go banging.
The batter, Adrian Green.
to make a stand-up triple. One run scoring, and it's 5-0 at the bottom of the fourth here.
2 hits. 1 on, 1 in. Catcher, Aiden Green. Tried to change up there, another wild pitch.
Yeah, and Miles is struggling a little bit to get his feet under him here, and you kind of want to see this thing get a couple of quick outs here, something to bring the mojo back and something to get them some energy and put them back into this game here.
And it's up over our head. Oh, and there's the thump. Glad we're not in the wide open.
Miles taking a little bit of time just to recenter.
Come on, good hitter.
Foul tip.
I got it.
And Ben Redmond giving him a little tap on the shoulder there, a little motivation, a little support. Nice to see from the first baseman.
Did he go around?
He did not.
Can't see the ump, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I saw that call there. He did not go around.
Ooh, high changeup. Probably tempting for the batter. Green laid off that one.
Yeah, with no out, you'd think full count, take a run.
Nope, he lost him.
Another pass ball there.
Number 23, Ryan Mahar.
Number 23, Ryan Marr.
5-3 is first at bat. Sacrifice fly last at bat. Runner on first and third. What's happening? Nobody out. Are they going to move the runner?
Well, if history repeats itself as it's done 4 or 5 or 6 times already today, that would indicate a little short hopper through the middle of the field over the second base and an advance to the runner. But we'll see.
If they get the runner in scoring position, there's another pass ball. Guess they didn't have to work too hard for that one. Actually, wild pitch. It's, as you say, Wild's having a bit of trouble finding the strike zone. Runner on second and third, nobody out. Wanted that one.
Yep. 3-1 with no.
Mitch Whalen on deck. Little grounder to the shortstop.
And they needed that. They needed that little play there. Everything going smoothly.
Batter Mitch Whalen.
A nice play from Brubaker there, the shortstop, to run into that and make a play to home this time. He had that bobble earlier on in the second or third inning, and that was a repeat of that process. He made it happen well that time.
Mitch struck out his first at bat, then an RBI single his last at bat. Well, a few people not happy about that one. He's asking the ump where it was. 1 out, 2 on. 1 in. High and tight.
That catcher there has had some work to do this inning. Lander Hartley, I believe. And with 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out at the bottom of the 4th. Maybe Miles can get on a little bit of a run here. And that's a little unfortunate again, as a, I don't know if you call that a pass ball or a pitching error, or
yeah, it's low and on the dirt. Typically, that's a wild pitch.
Scores another run for Murno and moves their second base runner to third.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Count is 3-2 again, now with 1 out and the runner on third. And on another
base on balls.
Yeah.
And looks like we have a substitution. Running will be number 6. And who is number 6?
Number 6 is Ryder Lewis.
Ryder Lewis. And he's going to run for Mitch.
Little conference on the mound. Again, this thing kind of find themselves in a little bit of a jam here.
The batter, Lyndon Power, third baseman.
And I think this is one of the best parts of team sports that you just don't get unless you've played them and you've had some experience that way. The camaraderie that gets formed by these kind of events, when you're kind of stuck in a little bit of a jam and you're talking to each other and you're talking each other through issues, absolutely phenomenal. Good to see. Need to do more of that. Conversation's always a good thing, settles you down. And that's what these things need, a little settling down.
And he stole second. Ryder there stole second base.
Pretty much uncontested, like the Sting don't want to even take the chance at throwing that ball right now, you know, like they don't have things going for them and they don't want to take those chances.
Ooh, he popped it out to the first baseman.
That ball was a little ways foul, and a nice play by first baseman there.
The batter, left fielder, Matt King. Single, his first at bat. It looks like they were trying to catch the runner going home. The shortstop cut off the throw to second, hoping that catch the runner going from third to home. Didn't help, but.
And again, it adds to the tension a little bit with 2 outs. You know they're running. As soon as contact's made, you know those runners are running, and adds to the pressure.
Runner on second and third. Have to be a little careful.
Keep all those straight.
As you say, running on contact.
Keep all those straight.
Oh, he's taking a walk after that one. Probably a little upset with himself for swinging like that one. A little high.
And the count is full again with 2 out. Sting needs something here. Needs something good.
And it's the second baseman on to first base for the final out of the inning. So is that 2 runs, 1 hit, and 1 across?
Yep, 6-0 currently. And another long at bat for Murno.
And it looks like Mitch Whalen will probably go back in. He's making some changes. Just a reminder, your sponsors, MHPC Planning, Urban Design, and Landscape Architecture, Ace Home, Heart and Garden, Mitchell, Exeter, and Arthur. Easton Sports, Expressway Ford up in New Hamburg, providing a vehicle for our umpires, Skelton family, and of course, Conestoga College. If you're coming to the game, you can have a meal at the Village Caterer food truck or at Lions Beer Tent, and that's located out in right field.
And again, if you're interested in looking into softball for yourself or your family, visit www.softball.ca and you'll find a whole bunch of information on where you can play, rules, availability, and play ball. And the Mariners have to be feeling pretty good about themselves as they start the 5th inning. They scored a bunch of runs and things have gone their way.
And we have a new batter, number 18. It looks like Brady Hanlon is coming to bat. Is it 19?
It's 19, yeah.
Oh, gee.
Brad Barker. Does look like an 8 there. He's got some scuff on it, but it's 19 there, Brad
It is
Barker.
19, okay. Brad hits a single. Yeah, sorry, it looked like a number 18.
Yeah, nicely hit there through the second baseman's glove almost there. Almost had it in the infield. Got by him.
He grounded out to the first baseman last time. Or the pitcher, I'm sorry.
And now you need to start a little bit of a run here. So let's go.
The batter, Jack Kivell, struck out last at bat. I think I'm going to be saying that a bit. So they changed. As I said, it's a little hard. You can't get the announcements here. This is number 88. And he looked at a pitch.
Cole Watson. Yep. And I've got 96, Colby McComb on deck there. And that's a strike. Cole looks like a tall individual, and that strike zone's going to be just fine for him up high there. And he took a cut at a high fastball. Again, that catcher for Murno does an excellent job of pulling that glove back in and framing that pitch up, but just a little on the outside.
And on to second. He did get him. Even though the second baseman did bobble the ball, he had him in plenty of time, and he lost the ball on the transfer. So Watson advances on the fielder's choice.
Yeah, it looked like he was, his immediate first thought was fire that to first, and he took a quick look to second, and in that transition there, he kind of got a little.
Batter, number 95. Or is it 96?
96. Colby.
I have trouble. Boy, oh boy. I need new glasses. And who is number 96?
96 is Colby McComb. Colby McComb.
Runner on first. One out. And to the shortstop. And a double play. Wow,
and you know, the Sting were it just kind of felt like they were starting to get things going there, and they go through their half of the fifth in relatively short order.
So that's one hit. Nobody left on. Nothing across. Yeah. Just
they run a home run derby here where they, was that last night? I'm just trying to check the schedule right now. Coming up later today, more games on tap. We've got Harwood Corners playing now against the Delisle Pride from Saskatchewan, Wyerton Red Devils, and the Tavistock Merchants at 1 o'clock. And the Shallow Lake Sting again will be playing against Nova Scotia at about 2:30, and we'll be back at 3 o'clock for Harwood Corners and Munro Mariners again this afternoon.
the batter, number 12, Matt King, playing center field. A single in his first at bat.
Third baseman, number 73, Lyndon Powell. Sorry, I don't know what I'm looking at.
So key inning. What's the Mercy these days? Do you remember?
Is it 6?
I don't want to put you on this.
No, I don't know. I don't know if it's 6 or 7. I'm not actually sure.
At one time it was 7 after 5. So, but since COVID, things have changed.
Ain't that the truth? And Murno swinging freely at the plate again. And you'd kind of expect that with a 6-run lead.
Oh, high changeup. Let him through.
Ball 2 straight.
That's way upstairs.
Just a bit outside. And I wanted to say that again because I love it so much. Yeah, COVID did a lot of things to a lot of people. And it's nice to have this back. We've been...
And he struck him out on a changeup. The batter, number 14, Patrick Costigan. Popped to the third baseman, his first at bat, and struck out last at bat. I lost the batter then.
And Josh Kennedy looking that one off.
That's weird. Oh. Yeah, good, Murno, I think. Yeah. Oh, back to the pitcher, on to third. Oh, I got number 44 and 14 mixed up on my scorecard. That's what's going on. I got them messed up. Number 44, Austin Earl, playing right field. 2's out.
And again, Murno being patient at the plate. Of course, they can afford to do that. Even behind on the count, 0-2.
Looks like Miles is finding the groove a bit. Whoa.
And again,
I say that.
right, another one in the dirt.
Change up, ain't behaving for him.
And again, it's tough, right? You need something good to happen, and you need to get on a roll. And you know, we're running out of time to get that going here. And another run through the infield, over second base, and another base runner for Murno. That's the story of the afternoon, Ron.
Yep.
Story of the afternoon.
All right, center fielder, Mark Corbett. Is that a double, a triple, and an RBI? Two-way. Looks at that one, high and in tight.
And another
wild pitch.
Yeah. And the runner advances to second again. Do you follow baseball? I'm sure outside of this you follow baseball.
I have to be honest, I used to follow it more than I do these days. A little bit of food would be great. Yep. About 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock.
You know, speaking of food, you know the difference between a Yankee hot dog and a hot dog and a hot dog from Rogers Center? You can
$5.
you can get a Yankee hot dog in October.
Yes, good one.
Things are not looking good for the Jays after the trade deadline yesterday. Oh. Another ground ball.
Pulled him off the base.
Another ground ball. Through the shortstop. Throw a little high. And the first baseman had to jump. Took his foot off the bag. And the runner is safe.
All right, there it was 7 after 5, so there you go. That's game over. Pulled the runner off the base. Of which? Yeah, okay, I'll have that.
Well, that was an absolute pleasure, Ron, to run through that with you. It's our first opportunity to try that together.
Yeah. We have to fix, or at least I have to fix a few things so I can see what's going on in some of the parts. But it was really great. Just a reminder, this was live on Conestoga College Digital Television. And how about if I run through our sponsors one last time so we'll be prepared for next time. Holman Construction, Village Caterer, Lions Club of Kitchener, Ontario, McCarter Grespin Lawyers, MTE Consultants. We have MHPC Planning and Urban Design and Landscape Architecture. Ace Home and Garden from Mitchell, Exeter, and Arthur. Easton Sports. Expressway Ford in New Hamburg, and they provide vehicles for the umpires. The Skelton family. And last not least, the station you're watching on, Conestoga College. Thank you for watching. It's been a great game, and we'll join you later.